Every plant label seems to say the same thing. Place in bright, indirect light. But what does that actually mean? Should your plant sit on the windowsill, a meter away, across the room, or behind a curtain? It's one of the most common pieces of plant advice you'll hear, and one of the least understood. Get it wrong, and your plant may stop growing, become leggy, develop scorched leaves, or simply never reach its full potential. In today's video, I'm going to explain exactly what bright indirect light is, how to find it in your home, and how to recognize whether your houseplants are getting too much or too little. Let's clear up the confusion once and for all. 1. What is bright indirect light? Bright indirect light means your plant receives plenty of daylight, without the sun shining directly onto its leaves for long periods. Imagine standing outside under a large tree. It's bright. You can clearly see the sky, but the leaves above soften the sunlight. That's the kind of environment many tropical houseplants naturally grow in. They're not used to sitting in full blazing sunshine all day. They're used to filtered light beneath a forest canopy. 2. Why do so many houseplants prefer it? Many of our favorite indoor plants originally come from tropical forests. Plants like monstera, philodendron, pothos, peace lily, calathea, rubber plant. These plants evolved beneath taller trees. They receive lots of daylight, but only limited periods of direct sun. That's why bright indirect light keeps them growing well without causing stress. 3. Understanding your windows. One of the easiest ways to improve your plant care is by understanding how light enters your home. North-facing, usually the lowest light levels throughout the day, ideal for plants that tolerate lower light. East-facing, gentle morning sunshine, perfect for many tropical houseplants. South-facing, the brightest location in most UK homes, excellent for cacti and succulents. Many tropical plants will benefit from sitting slightly back from the glass. West-facing, warm afternoon sunshine. Great for many plants, but during summer it can become surprisingly intense. Always watch for leaf scorch. 4. Distance makes a huge difference. Here's something many beginners don't realize. Light drops dramatically as you move away from a window. A plant sitting right beside a bright window may receive several times more usable light than one placed just a couple of meters into the room. If your plant isn't thriving, moving it closer to the window is often enough to make a noticeable difference. Sometimes the smallest move creates the biggest improvement. 5. Signs. Your plant needs more light. Your plant will usually tell you. Watch for long stretched stems, large gaps between leaves, smaller new leaves, slow growth, pale foliage, leaning towards the window. These are all signs your plant may be searching for more light. Move it gradually into a brighter position and give it a few weeks to respond. 6. Signs your plant is getting too much light. Too much light creates different symptoms. Look for brown crispy patches, bleached leaves, dry leaf edges, curling leaves, leaves that feel hot during the afternoon. If you notice these signs, move the plant slightly back from the window or use a sheer curtain to soften the sunlight. Remember, bright doesn't have to mean direct. 7. Can you create bright indirect light? Absolutely. You don't always need to buy expensive equipment. Simple changes work well. Move plants slightly away from sunny windows. Use a sheer curtain. Rotate plants regularly. Keep windows clean to maximize daylight. If your home is naturally darker, especially during autumn and winter, a quality grow light can also help, but we'll cover those in another video. 8. The biggest myth. One of the biggest myths is that every houseplant loves bright indirect light. That's simply not true. Succulents, cacti, and many desert plants often prefer several hours of direct sunshine. Always learn what your specific plant naturally grows in. There's no single lighting rule that suits every species. If there's one thing I'd like you to remember from today's video, it's this. Bright indirect light isn't a mysterious gardening term. It simply means plenty of natural daylight without prolonged, harsh sunshine falling directly onto the leaves. Once you understand that, choosing the right place for your plants becomes much easier. And in many cases, improving the light is all it takes to transform a struggling houseplant into a thriving one. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Plant University, and let me know in the comments which window your favorite houseplant lives in. Next week, we'll be looking at the best window for every type of houseplant, so make sure you're subscribed. You won't want to miss it. In the meantime, if you're still unsure whether your plants are getting enough light, click on my video, Are You Giving Your Plants Enough Light? On your screen now. It pairs perfectly with this guide and will help you choose the best spot in your home. Until next time, happy growing!